Now, there are two main ways we can ensure our body is in a energy or a calorie deficit. If I give you the example of a business, you're running a business and you're trying to make more money. There are two ways to make more money. You either make more money through sales, or you cut down your expenses. You cut down the overheads. If you're renting a big shop, then you downsize where you're paying less rent. The same way that the two ways in which you can lose fat are either you consume less energy through our nutrition and through food than your body needs, or you use and expend more energy through activity, or you can do both of them in combination. Now, if you were running a business, the first thing you'd probably do is try cut down your overheads and try and avoid any unnecessary expenses. The same way, if you're trying to lose fat, the first thing I suggest doing is cut out any unnecessary calories that you're eating. And that's why a lot of fitness coaches and professionals say that 70% of weight loss and fat loss is diet, because of this exact reason. It's a lot easier to cut down and cut out any unnecessary calories than to be exercising for hours and hours and hours in order to burn calories. Now, what's the take-home message? How can you use this information to start your weight loss journey, or in order for you to start losing weight? The first thing and the most important thing, in my personal opinion, I would recommend you to do is start tracking your calories and your nutrition, and start monitoring your weight at least once or twice a week. Again, I'm going to give the same example. In business, if you want to be making more money, you need to be tracking how many sales you're making, what your overhead costs are, how much you're spending on the marketing. Otherwise, you just wouldn't have a clue about what's going on. You can't measure what you don't track. And the same way, it's so important to monitor and track how much energy you're taking into your body. Number one, because it will educate you. It will allow you and help you to understand about food and nutrition. You'll eat an egg, you'll understand, okay, an egg has 5 grams of protein in it, it has this much good fats in there, it has, for example, 80 calories in there. Secondly, you'll understand your body. You'll understand how many calories you're eating a day, and where them calories are coming from, and where you're over consuming. So by keeping a food diary or tracking, you may realize that you're eating when you're playing video games in the night, you're having some orange juice, then you're having some tea, then you're eating back to crisps, then you're having a donut, then you've had some chocolate, and before you know it, you've eaten 1,000 calories in half an hour. And you're thinking, wow, this is something that is unnecessary and something that I can avoid, and that over a consistent long-term basis will eventually lead you to gain weight. Tracking your calorie and energy intake will also allow you to understand your body. So for example, if you've tracked and you've realized that you're eating around 3,000 calories a day, and then you're monitoring your weight twice a week as well, and you've noticed your weight hasn't gone up, that means all the food and the calories or the energy you're consuming, your body is using that energy, and therefore your weight is staying the same. Or you may realize that you're eating 3,000 calories and your weight every week is going down by half a kg. That means you're eating less calories or less energy than your body needs, so your body's breaking down fat, and therefore you're losing weight gradually. So tracking is a beautiful thing. This is a disclaimer, if you have any eating disorders, then I'd recommend you to go see a GP and don't follow this advice. I hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions, then drop them in the comments below.